As you go through each of the school districts, I want to know whether the individuals are at least any of the actual schools themselves. Yeah. And I'm going to want to know what they paid. Now, I know that I have leased a classroom. Yes. I did 12 seminars about higher education financing. Yes. And as a father of five sons, when I found out that they're going to graduate at 19 and a half, I think that they should have a father that does manufacture and sell. Yes. This DIR machine. Yeah. And I could use that to support my family. Now, this concept of being real hard on me. Yes. I told you, Sheriff, it was against the law. You're obstructing me from suing you, and you're obstructing me from suing every sheriff of the United States. Now, I want to know the employees and volunteers of every location in this nation that can legally, yes, rent or use any classroom or any property of any school district in the United States. I want to know. I want to know their actual residences, their email addresses, their IP addresses, their telephone numbers. In fact, I want the membership list of every youth organization in the United States. I think males, yes, are going to want to purchase the digital inflection ridgeometer. Digital inflection ridgeometer. And they're going to want Paul Budnick's name as the manufacturer of this device. Yes, because when you're 14 to 18, you really don't think about it. But after a little while of being a grown up, yes, you start thinking about these things. And since it is politically correct, yeah, to talk about the hardness of your erection, yes, for every school teacher right now, I want to know every membership of every organization that has rented, leased, or used any school of the United States of America for the last 20 years. I want to know the membership of every one of them. And I want to know every volunteer and every employee of each of those organizations. And then I want all their personal information. I find a dog in any of them that decide to sew in wow. Ooh, you're going to get real hard on me. Are you going to be real hard? Are you going to arrest me today? You know, I put on Facebook that there's always this threat of arrest for informing law enforcement of crime. The crime of fraudulent court orders. The crime of arresting me for crimes I didn't commit. The crime of obstructing me from suing you. Yes. Well, let's look at it for just a second. Let's look at the geneticists, yes, from around the world that launched the Human Genome Project. Yeah, in 1990. Celera Genomics Corporation. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I know that it's in the genes, is that right? Could you get me what is known as geneticists? Yes. In every form of science, everywhere in the world, and all of the corporations they work for, yeah, that thought we could genetically modify the human race so that males can get erections without being sexually stimulated. Now, these genes that you seem to believe are the answer to the problems of erectile dysfunction, yes, as in, well, we can use a genetic. Well, why don't you find, okay, from the Human Genome Project and all of the other genetics projects throughout the. Could you give me the geneticist? It seems that your dog has been genetically engineered to have an erection without any sexual stimulation. Now, what geneticist decided right now? I think there could be a lawsuit in this. Ooch. Now, when I inform you, genetics, genetics, the medicine of it. Mm, mm. Is your actual job title geneticist? Well, you took apart the genetics, the differences. Oh, thought you'd put them. Well, what was the basis for everything that you manufactured? Yeah, that could, well, I'm going to want to, I do not want any genetically mutated or modified individuals that look like my family having any sewing in my family because I will sue.